This is a whodunit film, and I am a sucker for a good whodunit film. I was full Sherlock mode trying to figure out what happened. And let me say, the first two acts of this movie was top tier excellence. Great storytelling. There were some shots I remember telling my girlfriend when we were watching that I absolutely loved. And no exaggeration, some of my favorite shots of the year. Not jump scares, but tension buildup that was freakishly good. One in particular that involved scissors. Man. There were some moments in this movie that were surprisingly funny. One in particular at the end. If you know, you know. Now, speaking of the ending, unfortunately, here's the bad. The entire third act. I'll elaborate more in spoilers, but for now, I'll say after the culprit is revealed, the movie gets a little hokey. I think much like Barbarian, the movie operates best when there's a sense of mystery. Director Zach Cregger did a pet peeve of mine when it comes to whodunits. And when it's executed like how it was done in this movie, you often catch a lot of mistakes and plot holes on rewatch. I'll give you a small one. There's two characters that meet at the bar. When the story is told from person A's perspective, person B just comes and sits down at the bar while person A is already seated. But when told from character B perspective, person A gets up, greets him at the door, gives him a hug, etc. Now, me being in detective mode, I thought this was done on purpose. I was overanalyzing everything. I thought this was going to come back around, but no. Now, some people may think that's nitpicky in a small detail, but to me, in a movie like this, where every detail matters, it shows there was not enough attention to detail. And that shows in the final act of this movie. It feels rushed. On top of that, there are a few elements of the movie I just don't like on personal preference. Overall, enjoyable date night movie, 6 out of 10. Just don't overanalyze it. All right, now, spoilers. You've been warned. Get out of here. Come back after you've seen the movie. Let's do it. Okay, so about my pet peeve. I hate when a so-called whodunit movie or show gives us a bunch of misdirections only to throw in the actual culprit 2/3 of the way into the movie. I keep seeing posters like, it'll keep you guessing to the very end. Yes, motherfucker, you didn't show them to the end. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a handful of projects that come to mind that do it very well. But in this movie, I was left with more questions than answers. For example, why was there so much focus on the number 217 for it not to mean something? It feels like everything before that reveal was just to get to the end. My personal preference is when the culprit has been under your nose the entire time. Not only does it make you want to rewatch, it makes rewatching every clue you miss feel like putting a puzzle piece together, and that's rewarding. All in all, it's a solid film, but I'm in no rush to watch again.